Hello, I'm Royson, connector of dots, and there are many dots to connect. As of now, I just want to take this whole message just to observe what my heart wants to speak of. Whatever I speak of now is coming from the purest parts of my heart of what I want to express. And as of now, I can be speaking about anything, really, anything that comes to my mind. So, let's see. Heart, inner peace, triumphant, love, beauty, observation, control, self-control, self-understanding, ignorance awareness, game, observing a game, observing perception, observing annihilation, observing emotion. Finally, transfusion, mix, tapestry, skill, talent, whatever comes to the mind, express it. Crystals, amethyst crystal. What crystal is this called again, babe? What's this called? I forgot what this is called, but it's a clear crystal and it's meant to enhance all the chakras, and this crystal is meant to grounding, centering, understanding yourself, understanding awareness. So right now my heart is telling me consciousness is a big thing to really get down within, get down into. Consciousness, as in, what are you aware of? Are you aware that you don't really want anything to hurt you? If you are aware of that, then why exactly do you feel hurt if you aren't feeling any pain right now? I mean, if you were watching this video, I assume that you aren't feeling any type of pain. Well, that is not painful, actually. I won't consider that. So any type of pain, excluded. Why is something really hurting you? Why must we ponder over and over of something that's hurting us, something that we don't even have to think about? We don't even have to put that energy into it. We feel that we do have to put that energy into it so we can understand and figure out who we are. Understand, we put so much time and focus to understanding our ego, when in reality we do not need to understand the ego. The necessities of understanding only leads to a higher form of consciousness, and the highest form of consciousness, unity consciousness, it's pretty up there. Consciousness where you literally forget what you're talking about simply because you're trying so hard to explain yourself, where you just forget what you're talking about and realize it in yourself. It's not as important to put so much stress over something just because you want to explain it so hard. So just because you want to remind yourself of what you know, to be conscious of that. In reality, in the back part of your subconscious is basically trying to tell you that it's not worth putting so much stress on it, so why not just forget about it. This roots down to the whole forgetting system, and why our subconscious allows our conscious mind to forget about some things, because it's necessary to move on, necessary to progress. As far as progression goes, progression is a perception. So whether you want to stay where you are, whether you want to move, it solely depends on wherever your ego is taking you. So now within this reality of duality, that your ego is in control. And your ego is in control for as long as you desire. Your ego is in control for as long as your subconscious wants it to be in control, because you are able to even ascend at this moment. You're able to ascend even right now at any given moment. But the reason why you're not is because deep down inside, there's parts of you that really want to experience certain things, and those things cannot be experienced if you ascend. And the subconscious is able to change its mind. It can go into emotion, but really it's all lack of judgment. See, we came into this reality so we can forget about what we were before we were born into this reality. Of course, we were babies and we were just brought up into this reality because this reality just, brought us up, and nothing in reality has to exist that, I don't want it to exist. So in reality, like, past lives doesn't have to exist if I don't want it to. And everyone has their own mindset. I choose the mindset of optimism and positivity, so I'm just gonna want, that to exist, and I put my faith into that existence. So to me it exists, and I really don't care if anyone has any other opinions. I have my own understanding, my own philosophy, and so on. So as perception goes, you're able to forget about whatever you want. Your reality can be whatever you want it to be. You can live every day in emotional hate, in fear, in perceptional non-progress, or you can live every day in perceptional actual progress. You can live every day with an inner peace. You can live every day with love in your heart, with a smile on your face. Or you can just walk around, flick off anybody you want to flick off. Do whatever you want. And deep down inside, in order to have a foundation, your foundation of your reality. The foundation of your reality is literally your heart, your subconscious, of what your heart sees. See, to respect your own thoughts, to respect it. In reality, you do not have to respect your thoughts. Now let me just get that out the way. So you don't have to respect your thoughts, which means you can think, you're free to think about anything, which means the past moment really doesn't have any effect on the present moment. You see the ego is basically the connection of the past moment. But if you're trying to connect to the future moment, just be as free as you want. Be as free as the bird in the sky, whatever you want to think about, whatever comes to your perception, because that's what came to my perception when I thought about freedom, and I let that perception come to me, I thought about it first, and then the second thing that came to my mind, is it good or is it bad? But which perception comes first, the good or the bad one? Because a lot of times if a good perception comes up and we want to see it as bad just because we're trying to put like a standard on ourselves, we're trying to judge something whether it's good or bad, in reality everything can be good and everything can be bad. It's however you want to perceive it. So meteorite, is that good or bad? If I were to see a meteor, let me just say meteor instead of meteorite, because the meteorite is basically when it's coming into this atmosphere. So I'm gonna say meteor. So because a meteor, if I were to see a meteor right now crossing through the sky, and it did not hit Earth, it just kept going, and I were to see it with my own eyes, maybe I would see that as like a shooting star, and it would be great, to my perception, if I could make a wish off of that. And would it or would it not increase my faith? I perceive that it doesn't matter, because I want my faith to rise nonetheless if I see that or not. So just because I thought of seeing a shooting star, I already felt in my heart I got my faith boosted up because of that thought that I had, just because I want it this way. Imagination, perception, those long ways. Understanding, truth, bliss, ignorance, lust, perseverance, critical, apple, plantation, flock, sheep, wolf, trees. Just allow any thought just to be free with yourself. Turtle. Be free with any thought. It's like you want to stop a thought from coming, and you want to stop that thought from coming up so bad that it comes up, because your subconscious is like, why can't you just be free? Why not just be free? what does this thought, how can this thought affect you? And your subconscious feels like this thought shouldn't affect me at all. So that's why it brings it up to your subconscious, and then once you're consciously thinking about it, you have the choice to whether take it bad or good. So it's like, is your subconscious like a totally different consciousness? Is it like a totally different person? Or is it like a guidance thing? It's like your subconscious trying to guide you to have a better inner peace. And then you have all these different kinds of subconscious. You have some bad subconscious parts, good subconscious parts. And other people have a lot more bad subconscious parts because that's what your subconscious pays attention to instead of good subconscious parts, and vice versa. And bad subconscious thoughts would probably lead to a bad consciousness, and good conscious thoughts will lead to a good consciousness. Do crystals really help? I want to have the faith that they do. Why? Why not? Because it will satisfy my inner peace. So if I see this crystal as a help, it'll help. But if I don't want to see it as a help, I'm not going to let it affect my inner peace. Why would I? Alright, so which crystal is better? Like which crystal is better? Now, why would I think about which crystal is better or which crystal is not better? Why would that even cross my mind? Ego? I also want to get the clean understanding. I want you all, my viewers, to understand that seriously, I'm just using examples. Like this kind of stuff, you know, maybe it wouldn't really cross my mind at all, but I'm just using examples of what I perceive you ought to be thinking, what I perceive
don't
anybody.
Crystal.
Oh, I'm sorry, Crystals. I'm sorry for dropping you. I'm so sorry for dropping you. Now I'm gonna put you right here. This pocket right here. Thank you, baby. Now, respect. Everyone wants to be respected. You know, respect is like the fundamental inner peace of another trying to enforce an inner peace on you. Basically, when you respect somebody, you are trying to enhance their inner peace in any form or way possible. So to respect any situation, to respect other people, you can respect them with good thoughts, bad thoughts, good comments, bad comments, no matter how honest or dishonest it is. You know, respect is respect. And there it goes into reality. When you want to respect reality, you respect God, right? You think about God, and you want to think about God because you have that faith, and you want to have that faith because it will let you go through that experience of being mature, of being whoever you want to be. God, when you want to respect God, like, what do you think about? The 10 Commandments, the blah 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 blah. You know, like, you want to respect your own heart, right? So why not just lash out at anybody that you want to lash out at, even if it means disobeying the 10 Commandments? If you want to respect your own heart, then, you know, go ahead and sin or whatever. You know, it seems like you're only hurting yourself when you do that. You know, I mean, why would you use up your energy just to think about, you know, how to make a crime? Like, I literally don't feel like robbing a bank. I don't feel like doing none of that. I don't feel like calling the person names, you know. And actually a few days ago, I actually found out, you know, I was observing how it would occur, and for some reason, when I was playing around, really, and I was playing around with a person, and then I was observing how the person would take it. So the person didn't really take it as good as I thought that person was gonna take it. And then I realized, for some reason, I don't know why, but doing that just made me feel like better for some reason. And well, I was just observing it, you know. So however the heart wants to express it, like observation, like a science, you know, philosophy, is all found in like a science, fundamental facts of faith within your own noggin, within your own understanding. So whichever pursuit to observation, as long as you're hoping that it'll have a positive outcome, I'm gonna just say go for it. Whatever outcome you feel, that's like the pursuit of happiness. Everyone pursues happiness, you know, everyone. Now, as far as judgment goes, you know, God says do not judge, you know, really, because there's no point in judging. I mean, you can judge if you want to, be my guest, you know. You can judge this as red right here. I'm gonna judge this I'm gonna judge this. In fact, I'm not gonna judge it. Haha. But let's see. How many fingers am I holding up? I'm holding up 3 fingers. I just wanted to say 3 fingers, but at the same time, I didn't want to judge how many fingers I was holding up. So, judging, it just is. It is what it is. I am what I am. You know, there is no other answer than that. You know, can you literally surpass logic? You know, is anything really concrete? Is anything concrete? So, why judge? You know, why are you gonna judge someone for what they do? Why not just help them? You know, so you're gonna judge your own action as a helpful action. You know, you don't have to spend time judging your own actions, but if you are gonna judge, you know, why not judge the good things? Was that a positive remark, comment? You know, was I trying to be like somebody I'm not? Am I trying to be like somebody, like a picture image of your subconscious particle? Anyway, the main point. Why would I want to judge the main point? What am I talking about? Do I even exist?
No.
I don't exist, do I? But if I want to exist, you know, all I have to do is say, I exist because I think. Therefore, I am.
What I am.
I am what I am. If I want to exist now, you know, if I don't want to exist, then you just go into a deep meditation and just focus on absolutely nothing. And maybe that's the closest version of non-existence. I said maybe. Maybe I said maybe because I didn't want to judge. Maybe I'm saying, still, man, what if I'm attempting to judge right now, but I just can't for some reason. I just can't judge. Just because there's a part of me that wants to judge and there's a part of me that does not want to judge.
You just judge the fact that you don't want to judge.
I said like a part of me that does and a part of me that doesn't. So where are those crystals? Oh, the crystals. Alright. So this is purple. So this is gonna be the part of me that does want to judge. This is an amethyst crystal. And then this is a clear crystal. So this is gonna be the part of me that doesn't want to judge. Alright, let's see how the conversation goes. I'm just observe my own conversation. Like, this is the part of me that does want to judge, and this is the part of me that doesn't want to judge. So let's see this debate right here, how it goes. Yo. I mean, are you seriously, like, serious about judging? Like, you don't know that, you know, you're a crystal? Like, do you really not know that you're a crystal? Are you a crystal that? I don't know. So, are you just going to keep saying, I don't know, after every question that I ask you? I don't know. Can you at least say something other than I don't know? I am what I am. This makes me feel like I'm playing with toys right now. Oh, I'm sorry for dropping. I'm so sorry for dropping these crystals. I want to respect these crystals. Yes, these crystals are awesome. Well, there goes 18 minutes into this video. Hope you got a lot out of that. Because I did. Or did I?
Oh, you're judging again.
The point is, I don't care. Namaste. Peace.